All right, good morning, everyone. So good to have everyone here on this great announcement. I'm joined with Andy Willis, who's representing our Senate Majority Leader, who couldn't be with us today, but sends her regards. Our good friend, State Senator Shelley Mayer, who's with us, Assemblyman Nader Sage, the Police Commissioner, Chris Sapienza, Fire Commissioner, Tony Pagano, members of our Police and Fire Department that are all here and sprinkled about. We have Jason Villarengo. Do I have that name? I got that right? Oh, good. Who's with us? Mary, who's part of the Mary and Iris Walshon Foundation. Deputy Commissioner Deputy Mayor Tony Landy. County Legislators Jim Nolan and David Tubiello. Susan Spears, who is Westchester County Department of Emergency Services. Former Fire Commissioner Kelb is with us. The Majority Leader of the City Council, Tasha Diaz. Councilman John Rubo. Councilman Mike Breen, Minority Leader. And of course, Councilman Anthony Moranti is with us today. And today marks an exciting day for us here in Yonkers and for all of our residents and certainly our first responders. Today marks the beginning of a new specialized training facility that will support our police and fire departments to better train and improve their skill sets in emergency response. Currently, our first responders can only train at the county facility of Valhalla and nowhere else. So, and certainly not here locally in Yonkers. This can sometimes cause scheduling and staffing issues due to travel and, of course, availability. But with a little ingenuity, a lot of determination, and some great support from our New York State leaders and some of our community leaders, Yonkers is now investing in a custom-made special operations training center right here on this spot. Soon this space, which is located on about 1.2 acres of city property, will meet the training needs of our police department and our fire department. And the Yonkers Special Operations Training Center will be built in two phases. The first phase consists of a modular prefabricated fire building that is expected to be delivered this fall. The police prefabricated steel center will feature a cityscape and will open in spring of 2024, and will also include a classroom. And the facilities will be shared. They will be shared. We know our police department and our fire department play well together. They will be shared by both departments right here at this training center. Of course, this project would not be possible without the full support and the commitment of our state legislators who made some funding available, without our local council members, because without their support this never would have happened. I also want to thank the Marty and Iris Walshon Foundation, the Dennis Leary Foundation, and of course the Police and Fire Memorial Foundations of Yonkers. And we even got some private donations from our residents, and we're very happy about that. But it was State Senator Shelley Mayer and Assemblyman Nader Sage who committed and advocated for funding for this project in the state capitol, and they were able to come about with $250,000 each for this project. So I'd like to ask our state senator to come up and say a few words, followed with our Assemblyman Shelley Mayer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It really is a pleasure to be here. I was thinking back, and former Police Commissioner Mueller sort of leaned on me to come up with money to help build this. And he was determined, and I see it here in the pictures, to make sure that we provided all the training necessary to our fantastic first responders here in Yonkers. But beyond that, and I know some of our outlying districts are here too, that we share this resource with first responders, police and fire from the other communities. This is an extraordinary commitment of the city of Yonkers and our great first responders to have the kind of training facility that I know we need, and we need it here close to home. And particularly as the chair of education, I want to say I'm so pleased when I look at the pictures There will be specialized training about how to deal with incidents within schools so that when our first responders go in, they are at the top of their game and know exactly what must be done. And for that, I'm personally so grateful. I don't have this money. This is your money, taxpayer money, but it wouldn't have happened without the support of my leader, Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, who couldn't be here. She and I spoke yesterday. She allocates capital, and when I get it, I make it go to a project that is of the highest priority. And I'm thankful to all the contributors, and I look forward to actually coming, getting a tour, learning about how you prepare, and with my utmost respect for what you do every day, I think this is a great day. So congratulations, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. Assemblyman Nader Sage.
Thank you very much, Mayor. This is a project that is a win-win. We speak about capital projects. We speak about issues and concerns that impact our city of Yonkers. And to me, nothing is more important than safety and security. Whether it's safeguarding our schools or safeguarding our neighborhoods, we need to make sure that there's an immediate response, a crisis team. And you can't have that without adequate training. So this facility is really a cause that brought all of us together, from local, county, state government, to provide the funding to make this work. So I really look forward to working with the police commissioner, fire commissioner, and all the community to make sure that Yonkers, working with Mayor Spano, continues to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Assemblyman. I'm actually going to divert from this crew for a second because I'd like to have some representatives from the City Council speak. So I'm going to have the Majority Leader, Tasha Diaz, come up and say a few words. Like I said before, it starts with them. If we can't get the council on board, we can't make any of this happen. So Majority Leader, Tasha Diaz.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, good morning, everyone. There's no secret that I have a sore spot when it comes to police and fire. So when this idea was brought to the City Council about 3 years ago, we made sure that this was implemented. Why? Because it's for the betterment of the city. I want to say thank you to our mayor, because he's the one that stood behind us and said, you know what, if they need this, we're going to get this done. Our children will be able to come here and train as well. Empress Ambulance can come here and train as well. We will save the taxpayers money because we will be training on our own facilities. And that's what it's about, making things in Yonkers that we have of our own. So thank you to Police and Fire. Good luck and stay safe because you always keep us safe. Thank you.
The Minority Leader, City Council, Mike Green.
Wow, it's great to be here today. Whoever had the idea, that first idea to do this, thank you very much. We all piled on and got on it. This is going to be great. I can't wait to see how this opens up. This is something Yonkers needs. This is Yonkers moving forward, doing the right things in Yonkers. So congratulations to everyone. And whoever thought this up, God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. The Police Commissioner, Chris Sapienza.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today is a great day for our city as we gather to celebrate the groundbreaking of Yonkers' first ever dedicated Police and Fire Special Operations Training Center. This training facility marks a significant milestone in our ongoing commitment to the public safety of our citizens, as well as the safety of our officers by ensuring that officers receive the best possible training to serve our community. Our city has always been at the forefront of progress, and today we take another step forward in ensuring the highest level of preparedness for our police and fire departments. The new training center will serve as a hub of excellence, providing our officers with necessary experience, tools, and resources to tackle the most complex and challenging situations. It will be equipped with cutting-edge technology, realistic simulation, and advanced training methods to prepare our first responders with various situations that they may face. The Police and Fire Special Operations Training Center will offer comprehensive programs and encompass a wide range of emergency scenarios, including urban search and rescue, rescue task force, active shooter events, and high-angled and confined space rescue. hazmat, and many others. By investing in this facility, we are not only investing in the safety and well-being of our community, but also empowering our police officers and firefighters to perform their duties with the highest level of proficiency and expertise. This training center will foster collaboration and coordination among our public safety agencies and promote a unified approach to addressing emergencies and saving lives. Thank you, Mayor Spano. Thank you to the City Council, Senator Mayer, Assemblyman Sage, the Walshin Foundation, the Dennis Leary Foundation, Police and Fire Memorial Fund of Yonkers, along with the many donors of both time and monetary support who were all instrumental in bringing this project to fruition. Their unwavering support serves as a testament to our city's commitment to excellence, preparedness, and the safety of our community. When I served in the Police Emergency Service Unit 28 years ago, we used to have to train in abandoned buildings. We trained at Stu Leonard's before it was Stu Leonard's, when it was just a construction site. We trained at the old Laurel building and former education building down the block. We used to, any building before it would be condemned, we would actually train in. So to see an actual, real training facility is a great thing. I trained at the FBI National Academy, and they have Hogan's Alley. So we talked about what a cityscape is, and it's basically a street that looks like the stores you might see in that community. A bank, a store. The ones that are at the FBI Academy actually has a working subway where you can get coffee and sandwiches. So maybe we could put a Chick-fil-A there later on. I don't know if that's an option, but I would like to build that out. One of the most exciting prospects about this is when we do build out that cityscape, and this is going to be further down the line with this project, but we'd like to use our Yonkers public school students to help us build the cityscape and use the trade schools to help us do it. And I think that would be a great partnership. But thank you again to everybody. When I was in the Marine Corps, we used to say, you fight the way you train. So it's very important that we train the proper way, and it's very important that we have a tool like this to do it. And thank you for everybody for coming out.
Thank you, Commissioner. And of course, we have the Fire Commissioner, Tony Pagano.
Good morning, everybody. Great day for the Yonkers Fire Department, Yonkers Police Department. 40 years ago, when I was sworn in as a firefighter, we had to travel to train. We had to go up to Valhalla and spend 18 weeks in Valhalla. And the training that we did up there was difficult because we had to transport many pieces of equipment. We had to work on the times that the county allowed us to, and we always looked forward to training when we came back home into Yonkers. And now we will have our own training center. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of people's commitments, and it took leadership, the leadership of our mayor, because without his leadership, this would never happen. Every time we asked, we wanted to find a place, he said fine. Every time we said we needed some money, he said fine. And he worked hard, honestly. This training center is not just going to be good for firefighters and police officers, but for every citizen in the city of Yonkers. Why? Because the more we train, the better we can do our jobs, the safer that the citizens in the city of Yonkers are. And our state delegation has always been committed to make Yonkers a better place. And this will help. There's no doubt. The people will be safer for what is going to be built here. Firefighters are going to be safer. Police officers are going to be safer. And one thing I'm looking forward to is working together with the police department, firefighters and police officers, working hand in hand. The world has changed. Whoever thought we would have to plan to keep our schools safe? Whoever thought we'd have to plan to make sure that we don't have some catastrophic situation with an active shooter? and hopefully we never see that. But this facility will make us ready. This facility will make us better. So I will thank all the same people. Thank the Marty Walsham Foundation, Dennis Leary Foundation. Thank you to our state delegation. And most of all, thank you to our mayor for the leadership that he showed in getting this done. And hopefully this will be done sooner than later. And I look forward to it. So thank you very much. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Commissioner. And the reason he sighed a little bit when he was talking about money was because we know the history of this property it used to be the dog pound. And there was a reverter clause. The property would go back to Con Edison. And it became a real contentious kind of project. But from the very beginning, it was, the people you see here and some of the people you see out there that always wanted this facility built and stayed on it, and we were able to finally come to an agreement with Con Ed. We made it work because they wanted the property back, and we were steadfast to say no. And at the end of the day, we were able to make it work. So thank you. And it was a project that was just going to happen because there was so many people who supported it. Kevin Ford is with us. He's retired fire department. Despite retiring, Kevin has helped shepherd this project along, and I want to say thank you for his support.
Good morning, everyone. Those of you who don't know me, you're the lucky ones in the crowd, all right? I'm Kevin Ford. I'm retired from the fire department, and this project kind of started under me and with my associates from the police department. So that's why the mayor graciously allowed me to speak here, because I really just wanted to point out that we have a core little group that has made this work. And although this started on both sides as two departments working independently trying to build training centers years ago, myself, I was working under Chief Billy Fitzpatrick, who's in the crowd over here, in special operations, and he inspired me to do it for, on our side. He built so much. He brought this fire department to where it needed to be. And on the police side, we had a bunch of guys working on it. And finally, someone from the police department, Sergeant Dave Barker, came over and said to us, hey, why don't we work together and build a police fire training center and work together? And it's part of an initiative that's been going on for a while, because I'm not going to lie to you, years ago, you have two departments in the city vying for limited resources, and they end up competing with each other. We said a while back, let's not do that. We are partners in public safety. We need to work together, and it's not a zero-sum game. And that has been going great, and I applaud our commissioners, both the police and fire commissioner, the deputy chiefs that are here. I have our 3 deputy police chiefs over here and our fire chiefs here. Thank you for the work that we're doing with this and putting the two departments together to work like this. The committee that's been working on this is myself, Captain Pat Rooney from the ESU is in the crowd somewhere over here. I don't know where he is, behind me. Oh, there he is. Okay, and 2 other members who are not here. They're also not just great firefighters and police officers, but they're really good fathers. They actually had vacations booked with their kids months ago, and they could not be here. But this day wouldn't be happening without them. And that's DC Chris DeSantis and Sergeant Dave Barker from the Yonkers Police Department, ESU. They have been instrumental in making this happen. I just want to thank those guys for the work. There's an old expression, it's amazing what you can do when you don't care who gets the credit. And those guys, there's been no ego on this. There's been no, fire this and police that. It's just one organization working to make 2 departments better. I want to thank the other departments in the city that have helped us. We could not have done this without the purchasing department and their help. Mr. Tom College, Mr. Francis Brown, the engineering department, Paul Summerfield, and Vincent Massaro and Carlos De Jesus. The DPW helped us a lot with cleaning the site up. And the legal department, as the mayor said, we had to negotiate this use with Con Edison. Matt Gallagher and previously Karen Ramos from the legal department helped me do this whole thing. And we owe a lot to them. I also want to point out something that the state representatives said. This is a regional thing that's going to help the entire region. In the crowd, we have representatives of the Westchester County Career Chief, Chief Howie Reese, Chief Ray Maceda, Chief Gus Spedalari from Greenburgh. We also have the Westchester County Department of Emergency Services Deputy Commissioner Susan Spear here. They are our partners in work, in this kind of work, in training our people and in working together. Because in some of the hazards that we face in today's world, sadly, one department, one city, one town is not enough to handle it, and we work together regionally on these things, and we will be training together regionally on some of these things. So we really appreciate the support that the County Department of Emergency Service gives us, and the career chiefs and the other departments in the area. Again, our financial supporters, we could not have done this without, the Walshin Foundation, the Leary Foundation, some private other donors that have given us money, and our state and county representatives that are behind me. I won't name everybody because we've already done that, but thank you. This day would not be possible without the help that they've given us. I want to thank our commissioners, Commissioner Sapienza and Commissioner Pagano. Like, every time a roadblock has popped up in front of us on this thing, they have helped us to move it out of the way and get this thing moving, and they've been great. I want to thank them. The main people that I want to thank, first of all, are our local politicians. Our city council has worked in a bipartisan way, and they all said, every one of us, hey, this is important. We're going to get this done. We're going to get you the money you need. And they did. And the main person who really made this possible is Mayor Mike Spano. When we came to him originally with this thing, I'm not going to lie to you. I said to him, I think we can do this with just private money and state and federal grants. And he was like, great, let's make it happen. And my eyes were bigger than my stomach, and I could not get it done. And I had to go crawling back to him, and I said, Your Honor, I am never going to be able to do this without your help. And he made sure that in his capital budget, he set aside a large amount of money to get this done. This would not be happening without Mayor Spano, and I want to thank him for the support that he's shown both departments, honestly. Again, thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for supporting this, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Kevin. Thanks so much for your hard work. We also don't forget George is here at 628 Firefighters. Thank you, George, for being here. Our president, PJ from Fire Officers is here as well. Thank you for being here. And I'm going to ask Jason to come up from the Marty and Iris Walshin Foundation. They contributed to this project 100. Well, I'll let him tell you. All right? Why won't we let him do that?
I'll do it.
All right, there you go.
Good morning. Good morning. This morning we celebrate the construction of a state-of-the-art training facility for our courageous firefighters and law enforcement officers in the city of Yonkers. I would first like to reflect upon the remarkable individuals who have inspired and motivated us to make this vision a reality. Marty and Iris Walshin, the namesakes of our foundation. They were not only visionary philanthropists, but also unwavering champions of public service. They possessed an unyielding commitment to our community and held a special place in their hearts for the brave firefighters and police who risk their lives daily to protect our families and our homes. While Marty and Iris are no longer with us, their spirit of generosity, compassion, and dedication lives on through the legacy of the Marty and Iris Walshin Foundation. As we break ground for this essential training facility, we carry their memory in our hearts and honor their support for our public servants. I am thrilled to say that the Marty and Iris Walshin Foundation has granted $165,000 towards this project. This financial contribution is not just a symbol of our support, it represents our profound gratitude for the selfless service of our firefighters and police which they provide daily. With this investment, we aim to provide them with the resources and training they need to safeguard our city. I'm going to leave you with three things about this groundbreaking ceremony. The power of philanthropy, the strength of our community, and the profound impact we can have when we join forces. Thank you.
Jason, thank you so much. And for those of us who remember, Marty and Iris Walshin, we have very fond memories of the two of them. Just big personalities, and their legacy continues to live on here in our wonderful city. I'm going to ask Jimmy Nolan to come up on behalf of himself and the county legislators who represent Yonkers, and just to close us out.
Thank you, Mayor. It's great to be here today. It's actually an honor to be here today. I'm happy to say this is being built in District 15, but to see Yonkers Police and Fire come together the city council, many elected officials from both sides of the aisle, it's a great thing. This is going to help go a long way. Not to get into too many details, I put money forward. There was a certain legislature with an agenda to take it out. But if you know me, I'm like a dog with a bone, as my wife says. And this is a bone I'm going to make sure to advocate and fight for this, to get funding to complete this facility, because it's just not going to help the Yonkers Police and the Yonkers Fire. It's not just going to help all rescue workers from across the county. It's going to help the constituents, and that's what matters the most. So once again, I'm happy to be here, and I can't wait for the facility to be built. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Hi, everyone. Good morning. I just want to go off of what Legislator Nolan was saying. In bipartisanship, me and him will be fighting in the upcoming budget to put more money for wonderful things like this into it. So we're talking about police, fire, and this facility. So we're going to do our best to fight. I'm very confident with James and myself. We're going to get the funds needed to help and support. So I just want to say thank you, and thank you to everyone here making this dream come true. Thank you, everyone.
All right, let's cut the ribbon. Ready? All right, yeah, cut the ribbon.
It's off, it's off. John?
No more room. I don't need a shovel. Yes?
Is that you?
Come on, John.
Thank you. I hope I didn't have trouble mentioning Muller's name.
No, this started under Commissioners Review and Muller.
John's here.
Is John Muller here? I did not see it. I think he might be from the team up there because Deputy Chief Monaco looks like him from a distance, standing over there.
Oh, yeah.
Could that be who you saw? They look alike.
That's who I saw. Yeah, that's who I saw, Kevin.